Now,
So, mensahe ito na don't go against the president.
Palagay ko, I think klaro naman yun na kapag mag-umarcha ka sa EDSA at sasabihin mo kailangan panatilihin yung demokrasya at kalayaan sa ating bayan, masasampulan ka talaga. At yun na siguro yung nangyari sa amin.
Pero sir, si Senator Recto, Liberal Party member siya. Yun nga, wala siyang sinasabi against the administration. Pero bakit siya ang pro-tem?
Well, kailangan nyo siyang tanungin tungkol dyan. Pero masasabi ko na lang, yung mga natanggal ngayon sa kanilang mga committee chairmanships, kami rin yung nandun sa selebrasyon nung Sabado. We were also all present there. At dun nga sa mga interviews doon, sinabi namin na mahalaga yung demokrasya sa ating bansa, mahalaga na may kabilang boses na nakikinig yung ating taong bayan, na pinakikinggan yung taong bayan, because demokrasya tayo. And maybe, because of that, after a few days, ayan na, tanggal na kami sa aming chairmanships.
Do you think it's time na mag-minority na kayo? You think it's the first
Well, here it is, no? Alam mo naman dito sa Senate, iba-iba talaga yung botohan dito. Hindi siya laging minority-majority, no? In fact, pagdating nga sa death penalty, halo-halo yung mga tutol dito. We've always said what we want to see is an independent Senate. Isang Senado na independent sa pamumulitika, can go cross-party pag kinakailangan, can support reform pag kinakailangan, at kung kinakailangan magdebate, magdedebate. That has always been what we wanted, kaya kami sumama sa majority. But now that they're taking us out, maybe, sa tingin ko, ayaw na rin nila nun. Diba? They want to see a majority and minority na along party lines talaga.
Sir, did you have an inkling na magkakaroon ng reorganization?
Earlier today, may mga narinig-rinig kami. Palagi ko baka kayo rin narinig-rinig
Kasi
nila.
right after the motion of Senator Pacquiao, all of you seconded lahat po kayo.
Well, narinig na rin namin that it might happen today. Of course, alam mo yung committees na yan, hindi lang naman yan basta-bastang binibigay eh. I chose the Education Committee because may plano kami, may reforma kaming gustong itulak. Thankfully, Senator Escudero seems to be intent in pushing the same reforms, no? But it's not a light matter because you put a lot of effort, you work for these bills, iniikot mo yan sa buong Pilipinas, humihingi ka ng suporta sa iba't ibang sektor. So, those bills are important. And para sa akin, at least, kahit wala na ako sa majority, alam ko naman na itutuloy nila yung mga batas natin sa free higher education tsaka sa feeding programs.
So did you have, nagkaroon ba kayo ng parang discussion among yourselves?
Wala actually. Medyo we just saw each other again here sa floor, but pagdating namin, na-confirm na rin nga namin na mangyayari yan.
Ba't hindi pa kayo nag-object, sir?
Because rule of the majority yan eh. Sila yung mas nakararami at ganoon talaga dito sa Senado. Kapag kayo yung nakararami, kayo yung nasusundan. There's no point crying foul about it because that's really how things are here in the Senate, no? Ganun talaga yung politika dito. Ang masasabi ko na lang is initially we joined the majority because we wanted an independent Senate. Yun yung pinakahiling lang namin kay Senator Pimentel. Sana manatiling independent yung ating Senado. Pero ngayon na yung mga tumututol sa iba't ibang mga pulisiya, sa totoo lang, hindi pa nga lahat ng mga pulisiya sa iba pa lang, tinatanggalan ng chairmanship. Palagay ko, iba na talaga yung gusto nilang mangyari.
Sir, para bang nagiging rubber stamp?
I hope not. And I think my colleagues naman will not allow that. But it's pretty clear that if you're vocal on some of the policies of the current administration, talagang may consequences yun. At ito na nga yung consequences na yan. And as I said earlier, kung yung kapalit ng pag-commemorate ng EDSA celebration, kung yung kapalit ng pagtutol sa mga patayan na nangyayari sa ating bansa, matatanggalan ka ng komite, I gladly pay that price.
Do you see a stronger minority?
Well, the interesting thing is our party, our stances on issues have not changed. We're still against the death penalty. We're still against the lowering of the age of criminal liability. We're still in favor of a number of the bills that we filed, and a number of our colleagues are also in favor of that. So palagay ko yung major dito yung chairmanships, but in terms of policies, I think it will roughly be the same. Okay? Salamat. Thank you.
Good luck, sir. Thank you.
Anong reason nyo for
Decision na?
ng majority na tanggalin na yung MP?
Kasi awkward yung situation. Hindi ka may makapag-caucus as a majority, no, in the Senate nang nakapag-uusap ng yung libre because may mga kasamahan kami, may mga reservations tungkol sa pag-uusap legislative agenda, no, na merong mga kasama members of the so-called super majority who almost always vote with the minority, especially with Senator Trillanes. I'm referring to committee referrals, like for example, yung issue ng BI yung Bureau of Immigration na extortion or bribery. Nag-manifest yung, I think it was Senator Drilon even, who manifested that it be referred to the Committee on Civil Service and Government Organization chaired by Senator Trillanes. And then when we voted on it, they all voted that it be referred to the Civil Service Committee instead of going along with the majority to have it referred to the Blue Ribbon, di ba? And there are so many instances na napansin na ng grupo namin na pagdating sa botohan, laging nandun sila and notice din namin kapag may issue na tinatakal sa floor, in-observe namin, Senator Llanes would always go to them and consult. No, instead of consulting the members of the minority, why would he consult certain members of the majority? So, hindi ito yung one-shot deal o na-decide overnight. You know, based on observations of the other members, including myself. Ganun nangyayari. So, how could we even hold a caucus? In fact, we had not held a caucus as a supermajority. Merong seatmates, merong macho block, merong kung ano nung grupo. So, fragmented. So, we felt awkward na gano'n ang goings on sa Senate, especially sa so-called supermajority. So, yung sa EDSA, that had nothing to do with the decision. Kasi all of us, we're free to express our sentiments on issues, national issues, especially kung issue would involve another branch of government. Pero pagka ang tinatamaan na yung kapwa mga senador na, then we also have to act, di ba? So yun ang reason. And when we held that meeting Sunday evening do sa magandang bahay ni Senator Pacquiao, that's when the decision was firmed up. In fact, there were reservations as to the timing. And I myself was the one who pushed. We already decided on this, we voted on this, it was unanimous. So what's the purpose or what's even the reason for postponing the action? Diba? Chances are, it might leak and meron pa ibang mangyari.
So ilang kayo nandun?
17 or 18.
What do you think about the argument now? Why remove the committee chairmanship from
No, we did not. We did not. Kung masama kami, walang maiiwanang committee sa kanila. Because remember, a senator who doesn't chair any committee, wala siyang MOE for committees. And that's, hindi ito maliit na amount. Kung kami, wala kami mercy, at kami talagang malupit, dapat walang naiwang committee sa kanila. Hawakan namin lahat yung committees. But we deliberated on it. We wanted to be fair. We just wanted to make a statement and we wanted to make ourselves comfortable pagka nag-hold kami ng caucus on issues pertaining to the Senate.
sa affected committee? Kasi sinasabi nila na ginagawa ng trabaho nila sa
Well, that's one reason na inaano nila. But ang usapan dito, it's always political. When we reorganize the Senate, it's always political. There are political reasons. But when we say political reason, it doesn't involve politics na kasama yung Malacanang. I, for one, will not agree to any move ng majority na merong pressure from Malacanang. Absolutely walang pressure. We decided on this among ourselves. And sabi ko, na-firm up yung aming decision Sunday evening.
Sir, how do you reconcile this na parang barely a year ago or more than a year ago kayo, allied pa kayo with the LP, pero now you're sort of turning your back on the
Well,
year in the Senate?
I belong to the supermajority. The LP members, the LP party members, were likewise members of the supermajority, and we should act as members of the majority. Kung merong mga members na hindi naman nagpapakita na sila'y members ng majority, what's the use?
Hindi niya na binigyan ng weight yung fact na they voted for SB Pimentel for Coco Pimentel.
That's between Senator Pimentel and the LP members. Kasi ang kausap niya, when we elected our Senate President, ang kausap talaga ng LP member, si Senator Pimentel. Kaya medyo mahirap din para kay, that's between them. Hindi kami kasama doon sa pag-usap na sila mag-join ng kami, ang resolve namin noon within our group was a choice between Senator Pimentel and Alan Cayetano. And we chose to go with Senator Pimentel because maraming ini-impose si Senator Alan noon, no, na kailangan eto yung chairman according to Malacanang, sabi niya. So we cannot agree to that because the Senate is an independent body. Tayo sabi namin, I was very vocal. We should determine kung sino yung mga chairman o chairpersons ng mga committee natin, hindi Malacanang. Kaya nga natalo si Alan eh. Kaya nga si Coco napili namin. And si Coco, we told him, okay, you produce 4 and you have it. Because nag-organize na kami among ourselves, nag-agree na kami na whoever can produce 4 without imposing, especially sa mga chairmanship. And he came back to us and he said, I have 8. And he was referring to the LP members. So sabi ko, you have it. Sabi namin.
Easy decision, sir.
Ha?
Easy decision between Alan and Coco.
No, it's not that. Kasi may mga impositions between somebody who's imposing on us and even dropping the name of Malacanang na merong something to do with the choice of committee chairmanships. Ayaw namin noon. Ayaw nga namin pasailalim sa Malacanang. So, we will maintain our independence. Ang ginawa ka namin kahapon, decide namin, talagang decision namin yun. Walang extraneous factors dito except yung na-experience namin dito.
Pero sir, sino yung nag-convene sa senators na, halika, mag-meeting na tayo ngayon. Sino yung nag-set na ganito?
Actually, kaming 4 na nag-start. Senator Nasan, Senator Soto, and partly Senator Gar. Kasi kami nakaka-observe na bakit gano'n situation natin. Yun ang true story.
Veteran kayo.
Ha?
Veteran move.
Walang pressure. Hindi ka nagpi-pressure. Ako, sanay naman ako mag-opposition. Sanay ako. Nagkikriticize ka rin ako yun. Diba?
So like-minded.
At saka i-hear ko yung kay Las Cañas. Maski, wala namang pahaging. But even if merong pahaging na hinay-hinay muna, with more reason.
Ano nagpakagin, sir?
Pahaging. Yung
May sino nga, sir?
Hindi, kung sakaling meron, hindi ko papakinggan. Sabi ko, wala nga eh. Sabi ko, wala. So, yun. In-advance ko pa nga eh. Dahil masasabay kay Senator Gordon sa Tuesday, I instructed my staff to hold the hearing on Monday instead of Tuesday. Kasi,
Hindi na 7.
nagpa-reset si, dapat Thursday siya, kaya ginawa ko Tuesday.
So nagkaroon kayo ng miscommunication?
Hindi naman kami communicate.
Sabi naman yun, sinabi daw sa inyo ni Senator.
Hindi ko alam na nag-reset siya for Tuesday. Kala ko Thursday. So nag-reset ako ng Tuesday. Maski nga maliit yung committee room, yung Padilla room, yung mga sabi ko, let's get it over with, mag-hearing tayo. And then I found out yesterday, na yung hearing pala sa immigration, naging Tuesday. So in advance ko, baka sabihin nyo, pinopostpone ko, in advance ko ng Monday.
Kasi di ba Thursday na
Wala nang 3-day notice eh. It's Tuesday already. Kaya ginawa ko Monday. Ha? Las Cañas, starring Arturo Las Cañas.
So siya lang, sir.
Aside from the
Well, the former chiefs of police of Davao City. And then we're also inviting the PNP, we're inviting the CHR, Duces Tay Comito, na dalhin nila lahat yung reports nila doon tungkol sa investigation ginawa nila sa DDS.
I-understand lang, parang gusto buhayin ulit yung Oplan Tokan sa marami na nagawin na kaso.
Well, hindi dapat Oplan Tokhang ang bubuhayin. Dapat ibalik sa PNP yung anti-illegal drugs operations, period. Huwag na yung buksan ulit Tokhang kasi nung nawala sa anti-illegal drugs operations ng PNP, medyo nagkaroon ng activities yung mga drug personality. So it's but right na ibalik sa PNP kasi sila na yung nauna dyan eh. But wag namang sabihin open na uli yung Tokhang dahil sila na mag-lead uli sa anti-drugs operation.
Pero tama lang sir mag-resume na ulit.
Ha?
Tama lang mag-resume na ulit. Kasi heyday daw yung mga...
Hindi, nag-announce na siya na sige.
Yung pledge